So joining us now is Michael Condiff, co-editor of Etc. magazine. Welcome, Michael. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
So for some of our viewers out there who are unfamiliar with Etc. magazine, can you please tell us just a little bit about what it is and kind of what your involvement is with the magazine itself?
Sure. Etc. magazine is the campus circulated magazine. It was started in 1998 basically by a group of students who decided that City College needed a campus magazine. For the first couple of issues, they kind of produced it themselves. And then the journalism department decided it needed some more sponsorship, some more backing, and the journalism department got involved. And you know, it's just grown and grown and gotten more stylistic and more advanced journalistically. And it's won 7 or 8 straight General Excellence Awards from the state.
That's
so
awesome.
it's a very quality publication.
But what would you say out of all the articles that Etc. has put through with you, what are the most interesting stories that have been put out there?
Well, in the 2 semesters that I've been involved in it, certainly the one on raising Teddy, which is sort of what the story that you guys just showed was based on, a very touching story. Dylan Gunther's cover story that we had in the fall about he's an Iraq War veteran and kind of dealing with that experience, and then you know, some interesting fun stories. You know. The story about Miss Bob, the transgender music teacher at City College, another one of our cover stories last semester. You know, it's just interesting to see people brave enough, you know, courageous enough to go out and be themselves, you know, just right here at City College. You kind of think that these people, these heroes, these people that take steps in their life are other places, but they're really right here in front of you. So that's kind of what we try to show through the magazine.
Wow. Amazing. So for people who are interested in getting a copy of the magazine, how often does it come out? You know, what's the publication's frequency?
Well, it comes out once a semester. It takes a full semester to produce the magazine. You go from basically assigning the stories to writing the stories, editing the stories, getting the pictures together, designing the magazine. So it only comes out once a semester, usually in the last couple of weeks of the semester. Okay. So there'll be one coming out probably in April or May. Of this semester.
So kind of going along those lines, there's a lot of speculation for that the print media and publication industry is slowly disappearing due to the internet. How do you think this affects your magazine?
Well, we're trying to move into that genre as well. If you go online to theguardsman.com, you'll get there's a link to some of the Etc. magazine's past issues that you can get online. We haven't published a current online issue yet, but certainly we're working towards that.
And what do you think the future holds for Etc. magazine?
Oh, nothing but greater things. You've got really talented people working, you know, this semester, and it's going to be good. Everybody should check it out.
Awesome.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Definitely.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you
for coming and being with us today. Now let's take a short break with the PSA from CCSF's graphics department, and when we come back, Eras will interview Cat Stevens in the studio about the LGBT Center. Don't go away.
Straight out of high school, I came to City College because I got accepted into an art college, but I didn't have enough money to go. So I've been, you know, here in the graphic design department taking almost all the classes, and I'm almost done. You have hands-on printing and correcting color. You have hands-on drawing a logo, sketching it in and turning it digital. You have hands-on creating a website comp and seeing what it looks like on a computer. Going from a start to finished product is really like a life lesson, and it's something that you won't forget. I've also had an opportunity to become a mentor, to teach, you know, other students like me in the same position, you know, assignments and homework and, you know, outside of class. So I've been becoming a mentor. I really like it, and I'm thinking about pursuing a career as a teacher because I just love to help people learn, and it's sort of my thing.
And welcome back. Joining us now is Cat Stevens, the LGBT Center's events coordinator. Thank you for being with us today. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me here.
No, thank you for coming. Yeah. So tell to the people out there who don't know, tell us about the LGBT Center and what it does. And while you're talking about that, we'll take a look at a little video.
Absolutely. Well, the center provides an array of programs that we produce. We have SNAP, the San Francisco Newcomers Assistance Program, our Kids Space, our Youth Space, our Economic Development, our Transgender Economic Initiative Program, SF Team, and our Arts and Culture So
wow.
yeah, it's a busy place.
That's a lot of programs right there. Yeah.
It is.
And so, what exactly do you do?
I'm the one that keeps it all running. I coordinate all the events that happen and work with the general public as our staff to make sure that everything runs smoothly and that everything is programmed, is placed. Yeah.
Now, there always seems to be some sort of gap between queer society and straight society. It's kind of like you're one or the other, and we're kind of fighting for these things and everything. What is the LGBT Center doing to bridge the gap between queer society and straight society?
That's a great question. Well, we're a place for all, really. And it reflects through our programming, it reflects through our building, and it reflects through our procedures. Is that we don't just fight for the LGBT rights; we fight for human rights.
Right.
So, yeah.
And why do you think people come to San Francisco?
Well,
why is San Francisco
yeah.
the place to be? Why is it so important in this community?
Both from the history that San Francisco has had with our pioneers, and then what we're doing now with marriage, with healthcare, with ENDA, with Don't Ask, Don't Tell. We're always on the foreground here, and we're a very welcoming city. So I believe that that's why people flock here.
Now, I know from my own coming out that there was a lot of issues. Like I knew people who got kicked out of their house when they came out to their parents because it was just not allowed in that family. So what would you say regarding the ratio of queer teens that are in San Francisco? Like, what is the LGBT Center doing to help those kids?
In our youth program is we both have a mentor there that you could show up and talk to when you first arrive. We do have our youth meal night, which happens every Tuesday from 5 to 7, which is any youth 24 and under get a hot meal, a place to feel safe, and a connection with HIV testing, with job placement, with Lyric, with other services too that are provided for the youth. We also too have queer prom, we have queer dances, and then on Monday we have Beauty and the Budget, which is a kind of a drag strip show, kind of how to help kids, dress fashionably and still feel cool. So I guess
that's awesome. There's just so much to pick from.
Yeah.
You know what? Now we have a short video segment about Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Let's take a peek.